everybody, it's Sam Amico. Welcome to another edition of Hoops Wire Live from 330 to go. The Cleveland Cavaliers trail their series against the Detroit Pistons, having lost both of those games in Detroit 2-0. I know somebody who lost the first two games in Detroit and came back and won 4 straight games against the Detroit Pistons with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mr. Booby Gibson is here once again.
Yes, sir.
And Booby?
Yep.
I think this is the first time we've talked where the Cavs weren't in great shape, so to speak.
Yeah.
But, what have you seen from the series? First 2 games as someone who played in Detroit against the Pistons.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Okay, well, we're coming back home. How is that going to help? What do they need to do?
Yeah, you ever seen the movie Friday when he be like, I've been down before. I've been down. Let him be a man. Let him be a man. So that's how I feel like right now. Let him be a man. And we talk about the growth of this team and using experiences as your teacher, and now being in a moment where we down 0-2, you don't panic because nobody has won on the other team's floor. But you come into game 3, you got to flip the sense of urgency. It's not panic time, but it's turn up time. It's literally attention to every detail we focused on, every jump shot we shot in the summer, everything that we built up to this point in the season. We want it to all come together for this game 3. So it's a big game for us, and in my opinion, the season is here with this game.
Right. Yeah, I think this is you didn't say this, but I think it's a must-win because
Yes,
nobody in NBA history's ever overcome a 3-0 deficit, and winning 4 straight is possible. You showed that when back in 2007.
We did, but we needed some miracles.
Right? Yeah. Well, they had LeBron in Game 5 and you in Game 6.
Yeah, we had some miracles to happen.
And I think that this playoffs have kind of showed us that too. You had Dennis Schroeder in the first round in Game 5 was that? Yeah, Game 5, and then Jared Allen in Game 7 against the Raptors. There usually is one of those otherworldly performances or one of those things that you say that's what you point to and everybody talks about.
Yeah.
Obviously, Donovan Mitchell got going in Game 2 with, I think, 31 points. The turnovers and the turnovers killed them in the first half, and then they shorted up in the second half. They're right back in the game, both games. So, what are some of those other things? We know the turnovers that led to the fast break points, but what are some other things that you see that you're like, we got to clean that up?
Yeah, just taking care of the ball is important, because when you talk about the playoffs and how important momentum is and how important it is to keep teams from going on runs, that once they get that separation, because the possessions go down, sometimes it's just hard to fight back, no matter how you could go on your 9-0 run and still be down, that 3 to 4 points that might just be tough to get back from. So, yes, turnovers first. But, again, in the playoffs, you have to dominate the paint. You have to be a team defensively that's getting blocks and stopping teams from getting in and kicking out for threes. And then offensively, offensive rebound, punish this team. I look at their front line, and I see Jalen Duren, who's formidable. He's an all-star, right? Mm-hmm. But outside of him, when he comes out of the game, I don't know if it's Tobias Harris at the 4. I don't know who.
Thompson.
I don't know who's playing there for, right?
Yeah.
And so I just want to see our bigs and even our wings that we have at the 4, just everybody just protect that paint, and I think that will be the game. This team is not a big-time shooting team. Obviously, they've shot the ball well to start the series.
Right.
But we want to play the averages and hope that if we can protect the paint, stop these guys from scoring in there, that it'll equate to us changing this momentum and taking over the series.
Yeah. Do you think there's anything lineup-wise maybe that they could maybe try?
The only tweak that, just as a fan, opinion-wise, I would look at is just the small forward spot. When you think about Dean, because we've had different guys in that spot all year, it's not like we're reinventing the wheel.
Right.
We've done it before, and so I just look at the way Dean is able to guard, let's just say a Jaylen Brown or a Tatum is a little bit different from guarding a Cade Cunningham, who's playing majority of his game in pick and rolls and not, coming off pin downs or catching the ball in isolations. sometimes a little bit guard a guy for that step back that's getting downhill and also making plays for other guys. So maybe that tweak might tweak something for Cade on the other end, which is what you want to do, keep the superstars off balance. But that might be the only thing. But if we didn't, I still believe that with the lineup that we have, a shift in mindset and a shift in defensive mentality, not letting these guys get out and run, and us ourselves getting out and running some, pushing the ball up the floor, I think that is the adjustment would be enough.
Yeah, and I think that's a big part of it too. Is the Cavs in these first 2 games. You know, we're everybody on the internet that I see is like burn down the house, and I'm you know, listen, man, you play in the playoffs. Look what Toronto did in their 2 games in Toronto. 3 games in Toronto, sorry. And then to me, that's a big part of it, though. Create some turnovers, and that leads to easy baskets. We've seen that on the other side with the Cavs turning it over a lot in the first half. To me, I look at these 2 games, and I'm like, boy, this could be 2-0.
For sure.
They're not up 2-0, but it very well could be. Yeah. And you win your two games at home. Like I said, Booby, if you're a player, you're thinking game 3, that's it. I don't think about anything beyond that. Yeah. But as media and fans, we always think, well, you know, take care of your business at home. And I think creating turnovers, getting the crowd into it, making some shots. Detroit was on fire in game 2. Yeah. And to me, both the Cavs have been there in both of those games. They showed me in both of those games that they're capable of stealing a road game, which they're going to have to do in this series.
Yeah.
So
we're before.
I think they're right there. I really do. And people think, well, they should be the favorites and they should be up 2-0 or whatever. To me, it's like, look, this is a 60-win team.
Right.
Everybody said, well, we want to play the Pistons in the second round. I'm like, okay, this is what you got. So on that
not gonna
note,
be no easy wins. I'm
right.
tell you that much. I don't care who you throw out there.
That's exactly right. So when you were down, obviously different situation, but you get down in the playoff series 2-0 as a player, you know, we've heard the Cavs talk, and it's like, listen, man, we still got games at home, or you know what I mean? So there's probably no sense, like you said, no sense of panic, but definitely urgency.
Let's just say, first of all, don't talk it, walk it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to say, we believe and we gonna do it, but it's another thing to get out there and you feel that belief. You feel it by the rotations, by how guys are up on defense, by how guys are communicating, by how guys are stepping into their shot, and by how guys are starring in their roles. That's when you know a team believes. And that's what I felt like when I think about that 06-07 team was nobody outside of the locker room believed in us like we're talking about right now. Like, everybody was like, yeah, see y'all next summer. Next playoffs. But we did. And I'll tell you this, LeBron James was the main reason why. Because in that game 3 or that game 4, when that ball tipped from the jump, he controlled it.
Yeah.
He made the right pass, made the right play, and from that point everybody felt comfortable starring in their roles, smelling at home, cooking, hearing that Cleveland faithful get behind you. And that's what I want to see from our guys. It was great to see Donovan catch a flow, finish in that second game. And I look at going into games 3, 4, 5, and beyond. It's time for Donovan to be the guy that we all know him to be and just continue to walk in that light. And that's not just about putting up 30. It's about attacking the game and making them have to respond to your intensity, right? If I'm attacking the paint, making them call timeout, now JB's talking to his coaching staff about, man, maybe we have to double Donovan. Maybe we got to, you know?
Right.
And that's what you want to have happen in the playoffs, make the other team adjust. Because right now, they think they got the script on how to beat us. And so hopefully we can flip that script in Cleveland.
Yeah. Well, Booby, I said on the Big Play Cleveland show way early that I think that Cavs are going to win in 7.
Yeah.
People are like, they're not winning game 7. I said they're eventually going to win a road game.
You got to.
They're going to.
You got to.
They're too talented not to, and there's only a couple things that they need to clean up. So we'll talk about that.
I'm still going Cavs in 6, though.
What's it? Cavs in 6?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
like Cavs in 6.
Hey, you know what?
Just because it reminds me.
Can't argue. You saw Cavs in 6.
Because once you get
you made Cavs in 6 happen.
Once you get that momentum on your side, you start rolling. That's what you use in that game 5 and that game 6. You just try to keep that mentality.
Yeah, you win. You go take care of business at home and go to Detroit and win that game 5.
All the pressure's on them.
Yeah.
If you win these 2 at home.
Yeah.
Getting back on that plane now, they like, oh, now we have to win.
I remember, I just a few weeks ago when the Cavs were tied 2-2 against Toronto, everybody was like, burn down the house. And it was like, now it's best of 3. And all the pressure then all of a sudden was on the Cavs.
It shifts.
So, yeah, I'm with you. But before we go, Booby, tell me about this Bag Work University real fast because we want people to – I could probably use it myself. So.
Hey, we got classes for everybody. So Bag Work U is officially open. It'll be my training sessions at the University of at Tri-C.
Right.
So now we'll have after school programs from 4 to 8 weekly, Monday through Friday. We're gonna drop it on the site for you to get in with my coaches, myself included. And so I just think that from May to July, we have a chance for these kids to get better, to have some experiences. We're going to add some art programs, you name it, going into the summer. But Bag Work U will be officially open for kids to get up shot. And the kid that can make the most shots from now until the end of the summer, we got some big prizes for them. So
wow,
it's official now. It's going to be up on the site today. But, yeah, you can log in and get your slots now.
Bagworkuniversity.com or?
Well, it'll be Shooters U. ShootersU.com.
Okay, ShootersU.com.
We'll drop that link. We'll drop that link.
I like my odds of making the most shots between now and the end of the summer.
I don't know, man. My girl Adriana, she is in the gym
I'm very inconsistent.
She in the gym every day, so it's gonna be hard for any of the kids to beat her.
Okay, well, good. All right, well, hey everybody, the Cavs are down 2-0, but 2 games at home Saturday and Monday. And that's where we stand right now. So thank you again, Booby, for joining us. Yes, and we'll talk to you again on Hoops Wire Live from 330 to go. See you soon.